Hi youngers, it's Lena here. Remember last time we worked on self-portraits. We talked about emotions and feelings, making facial expressions, and now we're going to take a look at birds in general and other animals as well. We're going to figure out if animals also can show emotions and feelings. It's a good question. Can they? Is it proven that they can? Well, it's debatable. Some people say that birds cannot, they don't feel anything. They don't show emotions. But if you take a closer look at their behaviors, you may notice that there's certain behaviors that will tell you what the animal wants or dislikes or is afraid of. So for example, I have some wild squirrels in my garden. They come almost every day and they communicate by moving their tail in different ways. And also they make certain sounds. So if they are very afraid, the tail goes up and down a lot, and then they make a sound. And birds that come to my garden, if they are scared, they stay away from me, far away from me. And if I make a move or move my body, they take off and fly off because maybe I'm a predator. But since I've been sitting in my garden for many months now, this little bird has gotten used to me. So we are friends or friendly, but he or she is a wild bird. He is a wren, a garden wren, and is native to this area. So I'm going to draw this together with you again. And before I start drawing, I wanted just to ask you another question. If you think about there are some birds, and I feel that some birds that we have as pets, they can actually show emotions or feelings by their behavior. For example, we had an African gray parrot when I was a child. And when he wanted to be itched under his chin, he would like come up to me and he would do this with his head. And when I started itching him, he would go even more, and then he would close his eyes. And he was very comfortable and he loved it. It made him calm. And then when he was really frustrated because we didn't pay enough attention to him, he would scream and make sounds to get our attention, kind of like a baby. So I believe that they feel something. Here it says, joy. If your parakeet closes his eyes when you touch him, it usually means that he feels 100% cozy and safe while in your presence. It's a true honor. So right now I am actually going to just delete this little box here so that we can tweet the little bird I know right here. So let's take a look and see what different shapes do you see in his body. Well, I see a big oval, and this oval, let me just change the color, is kind of sideways, and it goes up here, back down. It's almost a circle, a little squished, so I call it an oval. And then I see another, I don't see an oval so much. I see more of a circle right here. Do you agree? So it kind of looks like a snowman right now. And then I see another circle, and that little circle, that's his eye. I also see a slightly curved line, and it's another line next to it. That is his beak, right? And let's not forget the tail that's kind of hidden behind him. So this is a very different perspective. It's a little tricky to draw a tail behind a bird. It looks kind of like a triangle. I see a little bit of his wing here and just a touch of his wing there. Then we have diagonal line, vertical line, and then some horizontal lines. And these lines, they are his feet. And there we go. I'm pretty much done, but I am gonna just kind of smooth out the side here. I know his neck comes together more like that and like that. I also see that he has this like line above his head. It's almost like an eyebrow. So I'm gonna include that. So that was pretty easy. I almost forgot I was drawing a bird because I only focused on the shapes. So I'm going to draw him again one more time on the side here so that you can, oh, let's see, here it is, so that you can see clearly the different shapes. I'm going to use black. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to decide, let's pretend this is my paper over here. So you could decide if you want the bird to be small or big. So I'm going to start, this time I'm starting with his head, which is kind of like an oval or circle. And then I'm going to include the body, and it's a big oval, almost looks like a circle. And it kind of is tilted a little bit over to the right. So I have two shapes. The first one actually looks more like a circle, but the bottom one definitely an oval. Now I'm going to include the diagonal line here and another vertical line there, and then some horizontal lines. They are lines from side to side. And these are his little feet. And then I'm going to focus on where should I put the beak? Well, down here, no. Well, up here, no. Then it's not going to look like him or her. It's going to be my own type of bird. And I really want this one to look like Tweet. So I'm trying my best to put it, in the right place. And if you mess up, you can always erase. We'll learn from our mess ups, and we get better and better the more we draw, right? So don't give up, just do your best. Try it again. That's pretty good. It's a little thick, but it's okay. And then I need to add my little eye and the eyebrow right here. And now I need to include that strange triangle that actually is his tail. So that's pretty much, that's pretty good. I just want to actually smooth out the sides here. There we go. And now I might want to make his legs a little thicker. Oh, I forgot to include his wings. He's kind of sitting down resting here, so his wings are down close to his belly. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase all the lines that I don't want anymore. So for example, I don't want to have these two overlapping ovals. I don't need that because he doesn't have that. That was just so I could see what shapes he was made out of to make it easier for me to draw him. So there we go. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with that. And I drew a realistic bird. And in this case, it's a wren. So have fun with this, practice, and you can pick any other bird that you would like to draw. It's very helpful to have an image next to you so you can study the different shapes you see in the bird and then try to draw it. Have fun with it. And before I end, I'm going to scroll down so you get to see some other, let me see if I can close this, some other images of birds that I see in my garden. So let me see. Ooh, maybe, oh, look at that. The drawing is still there. How interesting. Isn't that weird? Maybe if I move this over, I'm playing around with this a little bit. Oh, that will work. So here we go. I'm just gonna do, oh, the birds are all over my screen. Isn't that funny? Okay, here we go. I want this. So here he is again. He's sitting on a branch. It's still the same bird. It's Tweet, and then I have Tweet again. But here's another type of bird. Whoa, let me show you in a different picture. Right here, I have a hummingbird, right? It's a beautiful, tiny little bird. Comes to my garden. He likes to drink nectar from many of the flowers. And then down here, I have more pictures of my hummingbird. This is a beautiful picture of him resting on a little branch. And this is him diving down from the sky. And here's a really good photo of him in flight. And I know this is actually a male bird because he's very colorful. And generally, the male birds, they have more colors than the females. Not always, but in this case with the hummingbird, it's true. When it comes to the wren, to tweet, the female and the male, they look the same. So it's very hard to tell them apart. And here's another cute little bird, a finch. And he or she comes to my garden. I believe it is a male because the female of this bird is not as colorful. The markings are not as strong. All right, so have fun practicing drawing your birds, and then you can show them to me either in the stream, in the Google Classroom, or next time I see you on Zoom. Have fun. Bye.